Are you in the market for a new RV but not sure what to buy with all the options that are out there? Or maybe you already bought your first home away from home on wheels and it's starting to fall apart quicker than your first marriage? Well, stay tuned because today we're going over the top 10 worst travel trailer brands out there on the market and all the complaints that their customers have given them. Welcome back to the Camping Loop. Well, fact of the matter is, you guys probably bought an RV to see the open road, make some new memories with family or friends, or maybe even see some new places. And with new RVs costing 10 grand to 100 grand, sometimes more, or maybe you guys took out a second mortgage, you're probably going to want that experience to be fun, so this ought to come in handy. And before we jump into it, keep in mind, I didn't make the list, and there's going to be instances you're going to see in a minute that I don't even agree with. Number 1, Forest River. Now, these guys do top some of the best sales over the last 3 years, but unfortunately, it's one of the first names you're going to find if you Google worst RV brands. Now, topping the list of the biggest complaint with these units are issues with the slides themselves, either the slide-out brackets or the slide just getting stuck in or out. Now, if you own one of these units, just be prepared to channel your inner MacGyver, and you might have to crank that bad boy in and out by hand. The second top issue that Forest River owners complain about is either faulty wiring or poor installation of certain components inside the rig. Now listen, we all know how much fun it can be to chase down a wiring problem where you have no idea where to start. And the third issue that they have are complaints about the hot water valves, and I'm honestly not sure what they mean by that. Number 2, Jayco Travel Trailers. Now obviously Jaycos are one of the most well-known names out there as far as campers or even RV professionals. But unfortunately, they don't have a great reputation when it comes to build quality and dependability. The number 1 complaint coming in on over 60% of Jayco owners are leaky water pipes in the sink areas, both bathroom and the kitchen, and interior materials that just seem to deteriorate. Nothing says a great night's sleep like your mattress ripping at the seams sitting on a broken bed frame. Now, Jaycos have a plus, and they do offer a decent price point, but the durability and the quality makes them about as useful as a decaf cup of coffee. Number 3, Coleman Travel Trailers. Now I know it pains me to say it, but according to customers, they are one of the worst travel trailers that you can buy on the market. Top customers say they're one of the best camping gear providers on the market, but when it comes to RVs, if you value your money at all, you might want to think about something else. Ouch. I know I might be a bit biased here, but my God, do I disagree. We are on year 6 or 7 here, I guess it would be almost, issue-free on our Coleman, and we use it all the time. Number 1 complaint for Coleman campers is build quality. Broken freezers and refrigerators top the list, with broken AC units in a close second. Now again, guys, we love our Coleman, and it's been great to us, and I'm sure you love your unit too. Or maybe you don't, maybe you hate it. Either way, comment down below with your make and model and your thoughts on it, what kind of issue you've had and how it's held up over the years if you own one. Number 4 on the list of shame, Coachman. Now again, these guys have had some success in the past, but over the last 3 years, declining build quality and reoccurring problems with leaky roofs have earned them a spot on the list. Top complaint is customers reporting leaky roofs everywhere, especially on the front corners or the back corners where the roof meets the walls. And the number 2 complaint are leaky faucets, under cabinets, inside the kitchen and the bathroom. They also report minor problems like sticky drawers and doors not staying closed on cabinets and a leaky vent system. I'm not sure if they mean propane or toilet. Either one doesn't sound good. Number 5, Keystone Travel Trailers. Now, according to this list and customers, Keystone used to make an awesome RV, but over the last 3 years, they've seen a dramatic decrease in sales. The most common reported issues on these Keystones are the electronic control panel giving off false readings as far as your propane, your battery level, or even how much stuff's in your tanks. Customers also seem to report a high amount of cabinet failure or cabinets actually falling down off the ceiling from traveling down the road. Well, that seems nice. Number 6, Gulfstream. Now, once upon a time, Gulfstream had a decent name for itself, knowing it was a decent RV brand, but apparently quality control issues over the last 3 years have earned itself a spot on the list. Now, on the top of the list, owners are reporting repeated roof issues and leaks and battery failures that are happening, which I'm not sure that's the manufacturer's deal. And a close second would be a reported high amount of doors not locking or locking yourself inside the rig. Just sleep with one eye open or try not to worry about your stuff coming up missing when you go on a firewood run. No big deal. Number 7 on the list, maybe should be number 1 when you hear this, Fleetwood RVs. Now Fleetwood I think started gaining popularity because of some of their low price points, but the severity of the main issue with these campers definitely earns it a spot. Number 1 reported issue, get this, refrigerator fires. Yeah, apparently the refrigerator catches on fire due to the control panel that's inside of it. Anybody think maybe a recall's in order? Second biggest complaint on the Fleetwood is cheap interior materials that don't hold up while you're traveling down the road. I mean, again, it kind of seems to be a second category for any one of these travel trailers. I don't know if you could really chalk it up to driving down the road. That's tough on any unit. Number 8, Heartland travel trailers. Now, Heartland travel trailers started back in the early 2000s, 2003 or 4 or 5 or something like that. But then they were purchased by a bigger company, Thor Industries. And since Thor Industries has already made it on this list twice, that should probably tell you something. Biggest reported issue on these Heartland campers is structural roof damage and frame damage. It says that there's frame damage that causes cracks up the sides of the walls, leading to the roof panels. So that sounds nice. Number 9, Winnebago. Yep, even the old G has got some reported issues, but it's certainly not the worst camper on this list. The biggest reported issues with somebody who's bought a Winnebago is their customer service, believe it or not. Apparently the company's gotten so big that a lot of these customers just seem to see their problems swept underneath the rug. But their second reported issue is interior walls on the front of the rigs not aligning correctly anymore to allow the doors to shut after the unit's been traveled down the road. Kind of seems to me with the major price tag you guys are paying for the name, that's not something that should be happening at all. Next on the list, Shasta RVs. Now, according to customers, Shasta has a huge reputation of not offering any sort of extended warranty after the sale. The biggest complaint on the list is not standing behind their product or not caring about the customer after the sale. It is notable, however, that they do have the highest rate of complaints about faulty wiring inside the walls. Best bet to me, it sounds like if you're buying one of the last two, Winnebago or Shasta, you just got to find a reputable dealer that stands behind their customer and fights for your warranty information. And also keep in mind, no matter the next make, model, or brand of your RV, they're all going to have red flags for you to look out for. Obviously, flimsy finishes, crappy design, or cheap appliances, that kind of stuff can plague any RV manufacturer. And I swear to God, like I've always said, to me it depends what day of the week was this thing built on. Now, if you like any of the information you heard today, or maybe you want to learn more, go ahead and hit that button down below for me. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, it's easy. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next week.